He ain't ever tripping.
Fuck. Gotta 5 bops to get my lungs right. How you hollering war when you ain't even got your funds right? We just left that boy wet in the street so he could sun dry. Leave him leaking broad day if it's beef, then it's a gunfight. Get to squeezing on sight, you only get one life. Why the fuck you niggas 20 deep and got one pipe? We'll leave like 20 niggas sleep all in one night. You the type that boast and brag to get more likes, and we the type that post with bags and get more stripes. Work cleaner than new shirts, crossing them like a new church. Brand new Glock and it do work. Turn your top to a new vert. Put them down, let them chew turf. Pouring lines, I'm on 2 perks. Yeah. God cover me while I do dirt. One more battles than Sue Surf. Hold that hand, it do jerk. About my life, I'ma shoot. First, gotta do you the worst. You know the 40 got a 3-round burst. You won't see a nurse. I put in work, know that's the reason I'm cursed. I'm squeezing first, and when it squirt, I leave you dick in the dirt. You'll need a hearse, we'll call you merch, but you worthless. And your shirt won't even.
Alright, this GMTV getting you the hottest gyms out the city. Let the folk know who we got today.
Awa Ray Allen.
Alright, how you doing today first off?
Shit, I'm great. I'm great. How you doing today, Brody?
I'm doing alright. Living that water y'all got out here, you know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Let the people know where we at.
Oh, we in Pensacola, Florida.
Pensacola.
Yeah, Pensacola. We right here by Tally and Panama and all that.
Alright. People usually think of, you know what I'm saying, the beach, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With the Pensacola scene, like,
Yeah.
to you growing up in Pensacola, how it is to you?
Shit. It ain't the beach.
Ain't
like,
the beach?
Yeah, the beach like more like, you know, like you going up out of there bit for real. Like you going to the top. Like, so like the beach probably is just more of like it probably be a residential area for like people who doctors and, you know, shit like that. It's a whole different, you know what I'm saying? You got to go through a toll, so you got to know, like, it ain't like this over here.
Alright, this could be said, like, where you grew up at, it was considered across the bridge or
Yeah, we crossed the bridge. We on the west side.
on west side?
Yeah, west side. Aries, Massachusetts, Boulevard.
So we go by the number. So what y'all got number?
What you mean, like, talking about, like 4300 and shit like that?
Yeah.
4300. That's my neighborhood, my section.
Alright. So, hey, when it got broke up, because you're a little old, like, when it got broke up like that, you know what I'm saying?
Nah, it always been broke up like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this side, you know what I'm saying? Like, you might have a different hood up the street.
Yeah.
Like, right up the street. Like, 3 minutes up the road, it's a different neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? But it's, you know, all that shit just, it been like that. Like, then you go up, you know, get on the highway. You got 29, you got Ensley, you got just a bunch of different neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Alright, since it's your first time out here, we're going to start out at the beginning. So you grew up in a 2-parent household or a single-parent household?
I used to live with my mom up until I probably was about 8. Then I moved with my grandma. I ain't never really lived with my dad. Like, my mom and my dad wasn't together. Like, they was on and off, but they weren't together like as a unit or nothing like that. You know, both of them. My daddy was doing his thing. My mom was doing her thing. And shit, we stayed with my grandma.
So how many siblings you got?
I got, including like on my dad's side.
Yeah, you can do that.
So I got 4 siblings on like 4 sisters on my mama only son. Then on my dad's side, I got a brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then, but I mean, you know, it's crazy though, cause I actually, you know what I'm saying, like, my biological pops, who I probably found out about like later on in life, he got a son. So I always consider his son as my brother, you feel me, no matter what. But my dad, like the one who raised me,
Yeah.
so that's my dad for sure. But he got 2 daughters. Well, he got 3 daughters and 1 son, and including me on the oldest.
How was growing up just being the oldest, you know what I'm saying, and the boy?
I mean, just for my dad, it was, you know, more responsibility because I got sisters, you feel me? And then go back to my mama's side. Shit, I got 4 sisters, so and I got 2 on that's older than me, 2 younger than me. So I'm more so like middle child type, you feel me?
Yeah.
And shit, it was the same thing, cause shit, I'm responsible for a lot of women, you feel me? A lot of females.
All right. You played in the ball growing up?
I played football like my 10th grade, like my sophomore year in school. And I ain't really play that. I ain't play that long. I just really used to do that shit just to, what I'm saying, get away from the house type shit. Cause I wanted to get into some other shit.
All right. What high school you went to?
I went to Pine Forest High School, and I think I went to like Escambia for like one day.
One day.
Escambia High School. I went to PHS for one day too. My freshman year in school.
Yeah. What happened to the one day?
Shit, cause my grandma, she didn't want me going there, so she had moved me out of cause like each year the school district changed, you feel me?
Oh, that is.
Yeah, up here it's like, well, at that time it changed, you feel me? I think it's like pretty much, I don't know how it is now, you feel me? But back then it changed up. So my 9th grade year, I was going to where I was living at the district for that school. And then what shit my 10th, but like, so when they had me signed up to go there automatically from from middle school, that's the high school I went to.
Yeah.
So shit, when I went that first day, my grandma, she was like, I got out of school, shit, she took me up there the very next day. I was supposed to get ready to go back that second day of school, shit. She signed me out, put me in Pine Forest, and that was like while my partners and shit was going, like most of my homeboys anyways, and just like neighborhood. My sister done went to school right next door too. They went to West Florida, like this technology school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was with that technical school, like they got. I'm saying there's a high school or
yeah, it's a high school.
Oh, they got different.
Yeah, you gotta get accepted or something. They gotta, how that shit go, like
Yeah,
a magnet type of high school shit.
That shit
So my sister, they automatically went there. So that shit was like right through the fence. So shit, my grandma, she was just like, she wanted me to go there.
What type of person they say you was in high school though? Like your classmates.
They'll probably remember me as like a clown ass nigga, like just clowning all the time. I wasn't on no rah-rah shit, you feel me? But, like, if it came down to, niggas ain't always like my jokes. You feel me? I was saying some shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Then, like, shit, I wasn't too much focused on, like, no females like that. I mean, you know how that shit be in school. Like, I wasn't really too much, like, thinking about the girls. I probably have a couple, like, I might, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wore glasses, too, though, so a lot of them used to be, like, overlooking me. So that's kind of, like, why I ain't used to be pressing up on them that much, like after getting rejected a few times, like shit, I was skinny as fuck. They probably, them bitches always be like how thick my eyebrows was and shit. They used to just be like talking shit, and I used to talk shit too, so I probably been a clown on their ass too, like and they just didn't want to fuck with me because they probably felt like I was childish. They couldn't take me serious, shit like that, just a kid, you feel me?
Yeah. So you end up graduating or?
Nah, well, in prison I did. When I went to prison, I had to get my GED and shit like that.
So you had to drop out and shit?
Shit, nah, I did drop out because I ended up, goddamn, when I was like 16 or so, I ended up, like, my grandma, she had got tired of my shit because I started, like, hustling and shit.
Yeah.
And she had caught me doing some shit out the house one night, and shit, she had kicked me out. So shit, I ain't never go back. I wasn't going to school around that time then though. So I ended up, a nigga was like fucked up, kind of like homeless and shit, sleeping in my dog's cars.
Yeah.
Sleeping in one of my partner's shit, and goddamn, shit, I wanted to chase some shit, so I wasn't willing to go back home either. Cause I was already making money and shit, but I was just sneaking and doing it. So shit, once I had started like doing my thing like a little bit, I was outside all night and shit. My dogs and them, they was hustling too though, you feel me? But them niggas was going to school and shit. So I just sacrifice going to school, just stand around like make me some money and shit. be the only nigga on the block, like only young nigga on the block. And shit, doing that for a while, started staying at rooms. And then shit, I had shit, you know, I had ended up getting my grandma to sign me up for school, you feel me?
Yeah. So,
And,
not
nah,
to
go
cut it
ahead.
off, like, cause you said the prison. So you went to prison older, or you talking about?
Nah, I went to prison like from high school.
Yeah.
Yeah, right in high school. Matter of fact, nah, I'm capping. I ain't go to prison from high school. I ended up getting locked up because I had got put on probation and shit. That's why I went back to school.
Yeah.
And when I went back to school, I probably had went for a few months and shit. And I fucked up one night. Me and my partners was together and shit, and I ended up going to jail, violating my probation. And shit, I had ran for a little minute, and then they caught up with me and shit. I had stopped going to school when, you know, once I violated the papers and shit, because I didn't want them to come get me from school or no shit like that. So shit, I ended up getting locked up for like 18 months that first time.
18
Yeah,
months.
fresh out of high school. But I ain't, yeah.
So they sent you straight to prison.
Nah, I went to this little road camp. Like it's here like, well, it's in Cantonment.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, they run that shit like prison, but it ain't technically prison, because, you know what I'm saying, you just ain't in the county that it ain't in the Escambia County like custody no more. It's like a road camp, so it's like road prison for the city. You feel me?
So at that time, you was already into music then, or?
Nah, hell no, I wasn't. Hell, not really though. I mean, I could always rap and shit. You feel me? But I just used to do that shit like, you know what I'm saying, back then when I was like, you feel me, like younger, like young as fuck. I used to do it with my cousins. I had 2 twin cousins.
Yeah.
And we used to do that shit way back then, but it wasn't like how, you know what I'm saying, once I got out of prison, bro, like that's when I started fucking with the music. Like that was like 2015, like 16 up in there and shit. Like I started fucking with the music because my dog knew they was going to the studio, but I always knew how to rap, like I said, you feel me? And we always used to be in the car on X pills and shit, just freestyling, just, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Trapping and shit, riding around, feel me, just doing shit. And I ain't never take it serious at that point, you feel me? But my dogs, they just always knew I could do that shit, so they just wanted me to like come to the yo with them and shit. So shit, I started going and I ain't never stopped, for real. Them niggas introduced me to that shit, like to the studio vibe.
So who you were listening to like growing up? Like,
shit, man, I listen to a lot of shit, bro. Like I don't even have like no specific genre that I fuck with, cause I listen to R&B, I listen to soul, like, you know what I'm saying? I listen to like country sometimes, and that come from being locked up, going to prison and shit. That's all you hearing when you down the road, like, so it's some shit that's gonna stick out to you once you like music, you feel me? So I would listen to like a lot of shit, but on like some rap shit, Tupac, Hot Boys, a little bit of Master P, like shit, who else? South Circle, Tila,
yeah.
Suave House shit, bro, I can go on, bro.
What
Like,
was some local shit you were listening to at that time?
locally, I ain't gonna lie. Nah, I was fucked up by that nigga Remy Red, dog. OG Remy Red, that nigga. Yeah, like when I was in high school and shit, that was like what was going on back then. I used to listen to my dog, this nigga from the city too, named Mondo, Boneface, the Warrington Celebrities. That was like my shit though. Like I ain't gonna count. Like that's really them niggas made me want to get in get out here. You feel me? Like them niggas had made me want to get in the field. Like on God, like them niggas that were hard as fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah, locally though, that would be like my top. Like them niggas though, Warrington Celebrities.
All right. So what your first song was you did? You know what I'm saying? Like record.
It was a song. Man, it was a song my cousin. He from Uptown, CJ. Lil CJ, he rap too. Went on. It was like me, him, this nigga named Shrimp, and it was somebody else, dog. My partner, my childhood partner, man, grand man, yeah. We had did a song together. It was called like Cook the Crack, like some hot shit. And that was like my first song, so like when them niggas heard me rap, they like, what the fuck? Like Them niggas, like my cousin, they knew I was hard, like just on some us freestyling shit, but actually hearing me on wax, like coming out the radio, that shit was just different for them niggas. Like they fuck with that shit. And when I seen their reaction from that shit, I just couldn't stop. But I ain't at that point. I haven't made a song alone at all. You feel me? Like I just go to the studio with them niggas.
Well, so what the one you did alone?
I tried. That was like my first song I had did by myself, and that bit had went so crazy. Like that's when cause you know like at the time it's like when I first started rapping, we was just rapping so we could have something to ride around and trot to. You feel me?
Yeah.
And like we were just doing it for the section, like burning them bitches on CDs, and you feel me? We still in that area, like around that time, like so shit. We was doing that and just listening to that shit around the way in the section and shit, and then everybody just started getting on to me. When I trout, like the whole city went to like they just you feel me? They just gravitated toward that shit. I don't know what was special about it, but like everybody fucked with that bit, like everybody. It don't matter like. You know what I'm saying? Like, where you was from, like.
Yeah. So